It gives me great pleasure to present the ITAA Service Award to my predecessor in the position of President, Chitra Ravi. Our acquaintance, Chitra, goes back to the tenor years of the century. We met in India after I completed my TSTA exams in Chennai. And from then on, I think we worked together in the IBOC immediately afterwards. And over the years, I have had the privilege of watching and enjoying your involvement and work for the ITAA up close. You were co-chair in IBOC, you were delegate for the Southeast Asia region, vice president for operations, and finally, president of ITAA until today. And during your presidency, Chitra, you had to lead the ITAA through the challenges of the COVID pandemic. It unfolded, it blossomed in a way which affected us and the membership and the ITAA on so many levels. And although we were already used to a certain amount of online work, we were in touch over the years when we were colleagues on the board. We had to step it up significantly, and you did. You were responsible for developing and motivating a management team that usually met in person at least once a year. And in addition, your term of office coincided with a period of social splitting or division, particularly visible in the political catastrophe of the war in Europe, but also as a phenomenon which is occurring probably as a response to globalization. And to bind and unite in such difficult times is an extraordinary achievement and very much in the spirit of TA. And you, Chitra, succeeded admirably. I was able to witness your foresight, your drive and energy, your decisiveness at first hand, not only in the presidency, but also in the positions before. And I would like to sincerely thank you for this. Also from my current position as your successor, and I mentioned that I learned over the years, and especially in the last one, quite a few things from you. Your term of office also saw our energetic drive to establish ITAA as a professional association. More than ever, professional identity is important for our members. You were instrumental in driving this important project forward right up to its foundation. And it was just a few days after you stepped down as president and stepped into the position of past president that we were founding the professional association. And I mentioned it before, it is often underestimated in how much time and personal effort is involved in voluntary work in a public benefit and now professional association. You have made this effort a special way for the benefit for us all. And I would also like to express my deep gratitude for this on behalf of ITAA. And Chitra, you had hoped to be able to devote the free time you had gained to your family again. And a tragic stroke of fate meant otherwise. I sincerely trust that you will still be able to make good use of the time you're getting back after your commitment for the ITAA, and I'm sure this will happen. Thank you for your outstanding commitment to the ITAA. The Service Award is our way to recognizing this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Thorsten. I first want to say I was so moved by Zephyro's speech that to follow that is something that is going to be a challenge for me. And yet, I want to thank you, Thorsten, for your meaningful acknowledgement and for nominating me for this award. I also thank Diane Salters for seconding it and Rama Giridhar for playing an active part for this nomination and my board colleagues for their votes. Talking to you today as a recipient of the ITAA 2024 Service Award, it fills me with great honor and gratitude. I was quite surprised with the nomination, to be honest. The recognition is not just a personal achievement, but it is certainly a testimony of the collective efforts of all who have supported and worked with me in this role, each of the board members, each of the committees. While I have held many roles with the ITAA, as highlighted by you, Thorsten, my sharing will mainly focus on the most significant one, that of the ITAA president. I begin by expressing my heartfelt gratitude, firstly, to the members of the ITAA. Your trust and confidence in me to lead the ITAA was truly humbling. Serving as the president has been a privilege, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to have contributed to the ITA's advancement. One of the most fulfilling experiences, as you mentioned, Thorsten, was to finally see the C6, the professional association, established this year. This project has been one of the most important and mega initiatives of the ITAA, and its several complexities from the beginning, which has seen multifold ideas, tensions, challenges, as well as number of discussions with the lawyers as well as with the board and many others. The C6 project, like you said, passed through the hands of several presidents, perhaps began a little bit birthed with John Heath and then Diane Salters, and then Ilana Lee and my term, and finally got established under your capable hands, Thorsten. Throughout my term as president, we have faced multiple challenges, as mentioned by you, and have celebrated many successes together. We've confronted significant challenges like the COVID-19, like you said, the cancellation of the World Conference, the conflicts like the Ukraine and the Gaza wars. By adapting to rapidly changing conditions and working closely with our members, these experiences highlight the passion and the dedication of the TA community, I must say. Throughout it all, we've remained committed to ITA's vision by continuously evolving our approach, updating our training materials and handbooks over and over again, I must say, revamping our exams, outstanding work by the committees there, launching a new website, Michelle and her team, and many, many, many more, which I cannot take so much time to just mention here. I'm indebted to the members of the ITAA board and all our committees, Robin Fryer and our dedicated ITAA admin represented by Huntington Association Management, all of them whose unwavering support and tireless efforts have been instrumental in driving the ITAA forward. I also have all my friends and colleagues from the South Asian Association of Transaction Analysts, our regional body, who are included in my acknowledgement. Some who have worked closely with me and have been special. To name a few, most importantly, PK Saru, who has been a mentor to many of us. Surya Prakash, Susan George, Annie Karyappa, Sailaja Manacha, Ragini Rao, and many, many more. I also mentioned the support of Diane Salters, Ilana Lee, who've just been my ears whenever I needed to talk, and Keith Tudor, with whom also I've had many exchanges and conversations during my term. This acknowledgement would be incomplete without recognizing the invaluable support of my family and friends and loved ones for their tremendous assistance and availability, especially over the past few months, which has enabled me to fulfill my role as a past president and see how best I could contribute, apart from the board members. As mentioned by you, Thorsten, having been struck with my personal loss and tragedy of losing my dearest husband, Ravi, in December 2023, who was my loved one, a friend and guide, the past 7 months have been devastating and difficult and tragic. Ravi's unwavering support was invaluable, especially during difficult and stressful times when I needed a hand on my shoulders or just a simple hug from him. I assumed that post I assume that post my term with the ITA, which ends today, I could spend some golden years with Ravi. And although he's not here, I honor him for all that he has been for me in all the roles that I have served with both organizations, SATA and the ITA. I also honor my dearest daughter, Mansi Ravi, who's here with me today on Zoom as I receive this award. Mansi, you've been with me as such a team. Thank you. I end by saying that as I finish my role with the ITA, I'm fully ready to step down. I'm so confident that Thorsten will continue to carry on the splendid work that he's already done over the past year. It certainly has been an era, and I'll remember and cherish. I look forward to the time ahead for other things that need my attention and space. I end with gratitude and love, saying thank you to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Chitra. It became clear how much work and effort went into the last years, in the many years of your service. And I congratulate that you say, okay, let's have a split instead of moving into a committee. Although I would love to see you in a committee, but it really makes sense to say, okay, what is the next step? So we will be in touch. We will be connected. And I want to say you were the one, for me, the one who forwarded this transition. So the president of the transition, that will be you in a way. And I know we have a lot of predecessors in that huge amount of work. Thank you very much, Chitra. The service award is well deserved.
Thank you, and here it is.
Okay, so you have to.
Oh yeah, I'll have to.
Okay, so just keep it up. Okay, a little bit forward, back. Probably you stop the background.
But that's okay. I was
okay.
also.
Yeah.
Rama has done this. So
I had the opportunity. To present it in person last month. It was lovely.
Thank you, Thorsten.